Okay, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art Impromptu Saturday. It's just Saturday morning, and I've been here for about an hour already, but I just thought, well, I'll go ahead and record now. But anyway, I was working in my big book, and now I'm not doing the 30-day slam challenge with my book. I've had this book for a couple years, and I've worked in it, and I've cut things out, which I have a whole stack here of stuff I've cut out of it, and I think I'm going to put them back in. Hey, Crocker, too. Hey, guys. Hey, Kat, Kimmy, Mac, Janet, everybody that's here. So I might be gluing some of that stuff back in. But anyway, so I have some torn out pages. I've been tipping in my other summer sketchbook, the summer sketchbook. See, I didn't finish that either. I don't know. I love working in sketchbooks. I got tons of them, but do I feel compelled to finish them? No, I don't. But anyway, so I'll just show you what I got in this one. I think I'm going to glue some of my other pages back in here. And just show you some of the things, because we're talking about Inktober. I was going to bring out my last 2 years of Inktober drawings. I can't find them. I need to go through my portfolios. They're not in art journals, and I don't think they're in any sketchbooks. I think they're in one of my portfolios, which I've got. I'm looking at 20 of them under my drafting table, so no telling where those are. Wow, Janet, you need a picture of the inside. Did you show a picture? I saw something on the wall, but I don't think that's a full wood-mounted rubber stamp cabinet. Janet redid her room, so we're talking about that. So anyway, this is the 600 page, the big sketchbook, and you'll see me work in it. And then I took everything out, and I started over, and now, yeah. So then I tipped some stuff back in. Oh, Janet, you're funny. So these are some of the things from the summer sketchbook from July. Um, that I love that sketchbook, and it's smaller. It's only like 100 pages, and I really like working in it. The problem with this Big Mama Jamba one, it's not comfortable to sit on your lap. Yeah, post them on Twitter, Janet. Um, it's not comfortable to sit this big book on your lap. So I have another one, that's like uh, 11 by, I don't know, 12, 11. Anyway, it's about this big, and it's much more comfortable to work in. So I am going to, if I work in that one, I'm going to tip them into this one, and then that also gives me more space. See, look, I got tips and flips, and that way I can actually have like 4 pages per one. So actually, if as long as I can close the book, I could get 4 pages on one. Doing it this way. So it would be, 4 times 600. There could be a lot of pages in this book if I do it that way, right? So anyway, these are just some of the things I have in this sketchbook. And I know it's kind of bright here this morning. The sun's out, but I don't really want to block off my sunshine this morning. But I do need to prop this side up because it is, let me move this stuff here. These are other drawings here that I took out of this book. Let me prop it up with my pen case. There we go. Or my pencils, because it's so thick, right? And so anyway, oh, and I did do me a little logo here. I'm thinking that this one might be my Inktober 2017, because I do one of these every year, a different little Inky Well logo thingy. For 2015, 16, this will be 2017. So this is my little sketch for that. And these are just some of the other things that I've done the last couple months, and I put them in here. And so I like to combine things, like here's knights and robots and different robot eyes. And then I write notes. I write notes on everything, and I love, you can't read them because I write small for myself. I don't even know where that pen is. I write small for my own notes, and now I can't find my pen. There's my pencils I was using. Where did I do my pen? I just had it here. Oh well, don't know what I did with my pen. Here's my new pens. I'll show you those in a minute. Kind of marker pens. Well, I just had a Sharpie pen right here, and now it's gone. Where is my Sharpie pen? Is it in all these? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I use a Sharpie pen, which odd, like literally just had it. It's not on the floor. Didn't roll away. Anyway, I write tiny, my own notes, and when I write for myself, I write real tiny. So, anyway, I was combining robots and knights here. Then here I just did some rat hats and rats and hats. And I started doing these when I did that one. I did that one that I sent to Emma. I did one, I don't even remember, it was kind of like this one, I think. And I did a drawing of a rat, because Mad Rat Emma has rats. So I did her a drawing, and then these were like the residuals, the residual rats. And then just some shells. And then I made notes on how to turn these into little cities. Where to put doors, windows, and then I wanted one of the shells like this one to be one of those, you know, those doors that you see like that come like anyway, that's what that is. I didn't write the swoosh down there, but it's like a spiral opening, you know. Anyway, so I handwrite notes for that stuff. Then here's I'm not sure if I want to do a Japanese garden in space or underwater. I wrote Japanese Atlantis in space, but I'm thinking it might be a cool undersea. But then I don't want it to look like an aquarium, because like in aquariums, you always see the little pagodas and stuff that they put in aquariums. I don't want it to do that, so I'm thinking maybe space. So I'm not sure if I want to do an underworld. It could even it could be a cave. I don't know. So anyway, so I'm just playing with the idea of the Japanese red sun and some koi, Mount Fuji, and some stuff like that. And then I write down notes. And then this is when Cam was here and we did the Jazza Arty Party app. And you're timed. Hang on, let me move my fan. It's a timed thing, and we did a whole bunch of them. This is the only one I put into this book. Do it in space. It's more like an aquarium. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I don't want it to look like an aquarium. So if I did it underwater, it might look like an aquarium. So anyway, you have like a time challenge. And I think this had something to do with girls with red hair or something. Anyway, Cam and I did these challenges when he was here about a month ago or whenever it was. And it's Jazz's Arty Party. It's an app. And there's all kinds of things, and I've talked about it before, where you have, characters, colors, supplies, all different ways to do the timed prompts. And we did the incremental prompt. So every 2 minutes, you would get a new prompt added. So like you might say, draw a blonde girl with a sweater. I don't even remember what it was. With yarn hair. And then 2 minutes go by, and then it'll say with black shoes. It's just like it's an incremental thing. So you're constantly adding to your drawings. And it was really fun because when Cam and I did it together, it's fun. And he rocked those drawings. I wish I don't know if I kept any of them. I think I did, but I don't know. But anyway, pictures of them. So that's just from Jazz's Arty Party thing. And then here, this one right here was when I did from the other book too. And I tipped them in again, guys. I can block out the sun, but I don't really want to sit here in the dark all day. So anyway, this one was from combining Vikings and samurai. So here's my Norse drawings and notes and things, and I just drew a little map and just some little sketches here with Norse. But here's my lemur, samurai lemurs. And well, I'm not seeing chat move. Let me do a test here, guys. Let me do a test chat there. There we go. So these are my Viking samurai lemurs. And so what I did is I looked up different dates and comparing the time periods of the samurai and the Vikings, and just kind of did some little armor and some little different things that could be combined. And then from that I went to just more samurai. This was more Viking samurai. This one is more samurai. So just playing around with some stuff. I thought a little antenna. Turn these. I don't even know what they are on the samurai. They're like these sword-looking things. They're not sword. I don't know. It's some decorative elements on their helmets. But I thought they would be cool with antenna, like they were like out of time, you know. So anyway, so just playing with some samurai here. What else? And then here's some farm animals, some chickens. I love drawing. I don't know why. I love drawing chickens. And then I made me a list of all the farm animals that I could think of. You know, chickens, roosters, cows, bulls, horses, pigs, a cat, a dog, a rabbit, sheep, goats, donkey, mice, geese, turkey. You know, just made a list of all farm animals. And then just drew some chickens. And they're just like, I'm just kind of playing with little pencil and ink. God, this thing's heavy. Thanks, Jamie. And then here's some pigs. I love my little pig butt. Anyway, so, and I just look up images on Google or Pinterest or whatever, just to, you know, to practice and play. Maybe that should be pray. Anyway, then I started doing some cow faces under there. Then here's some inked jellyfish, and I've done these in a lot of different books because I love doing these inky jellyfish. And I think I just did these with my markers. These are just done with my Crayola markers. These markers are awesome for just playing in a sketchbook. You know, they're just really cool. Let me get a blue. Let me get my green. There's a lot of green over there. Can't reach them. And they're so inexpensive to play with. And then this is just done with the bottle, I think the bottled ink there. And just, I don't know, it's just fun to play with the kids' Crayola markers. And then this was black ink, but I don't want to use black ink because it'll take forever to dry. So anyway, this is when we went to the museum, the Andy Warhol exhibit. This is just one of my hand carved stamps here, and I do stick in a few postcards in here because it's inspiration for me. So these are things I got at the High Museum. This is a Maryland one, and so I had a mech chicken. So I just thought it looked kind of cool to put Maryland's head on my mech chicken. And these are like little antennas, you know, like little antennas. You like the jellyfish tassel? Yeah. So yeah, I just taped it all over my chicken head. I got a glare there really bad, guys. Then let's see. Oh, then here I'm combining gargoyles and frogs. So this one I just drew. These two are hand carved stamps. These two are carved, hand carved stamps. And then I just played with different kind of frogs. I wrote different kind of notes, like a gargoyle, gargoyle with frog eyes, or a frog with gargoyle claws. Do you like the Mech Marilyn? Megan? um, and then just different things about the frogs. You know, of course, with Halloween coming up, I always think of different kind of things like this, you know. And, like, I don't know, some gargoyles, some funny frogs, and combining the two. Because I love doing that. I love combining things. Like, that's why, you know, when we make our lists and our ideas and things, if you randomly pick from your lists and combine those things, even no matter how silly it may sound, like who would have thought to put a frog in a gargoyle? But when you do that, you start coming up with different ideas and things. I got something in my eye. Hang on. I'm trying to prop this side up because of the sunshine. And then I'll just make little notes here. Like I thought, well, then what about a frog that flew? What about a flying frog with bat wings or bird wings, or a frog with feathers? So in other words, like combining the gargoyle with the frog and having the frog have bat wings or gargoyle wings. And then have gargoyles with frog eyes. So that's just the kind of stuff that I write down. And then I just kind of wrote down all kinds of things like teeth, you know, and wings and claws, and just notes to myself. Notes to myself here. So there's some of that. Let's see what else. And this was a tip in here. And then this one I took out also out of my other July sketchbook and tipped it in. So like I said, by the time this is done, we'll have 4 pages on every page. 4 pages on every page. So this will be a Mama Jamba sketchbook. It'll be 600 times 4 pages. Anyway, so I was stuck in Atlanta traffic when we went to the museum. When we went to the Andy Warhol exhibit. And so I was stuck in traffic for like 2 hours. And so this is Giorgio from Ancient Aliens. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. You know, we're stuck in traffic. Anyway, so he has big fluffy hair. And so I put aliens in his hair. This was just sitting in the car, like sitting in traffic. I had one of those water-soluble pencils and my water brush, and a black Sharpie. And so that's what I did this with. A gargog. A frog-goyle. Yeah, there you go, Galena. A frog-goyle. And these are just some little cats. And then here's some hedgehogs. Another little cat face. A little monk. I was playing with the idea of the monk's habit. I don't know if it's a monk habit. It's a nun's habit. But what's a monk's robe? Or I don't know. Anyway, being doors. Like this is a door. So anyway, I'm just playing with that. And then here's some more chickens. Love drawing them. I don't know why. I think it's the feather idea. Anyway, so there's some chickens. And then this one's tipped in too. This was when I did Rhea for the Rhea naked bird for Cam. I drew a Rhea naked. He likes Rhea the naked bird. And then these I did for Jean. The bagpipe playing chickens. A little sketch there. And then here's some squirrels. Squirrels fighting the nuts. Fighting the nuts. Nuts in the tail. This look, screaming nuts. This one has boxing gloves on. Anyway, some little, yes, some ideas. Let's see what else is in. And then I got some blank pages. Oh, this is a flip up here. So this can flip up to add some more things in it. And then this is the one we did last week. So again, if I draw something outside in another sketchbook, I'll tip it into this one, and then I'll have blank pages to work on, and I'll also have a tipped in drawing. This is the Mark Crilly Realism Challenge book that we did a page out of last week. And the drawing's about this big, and of course I did it huge. But I really like the way it turned out, so I tipped it in. My imagination is scary. Oh my gosh. Amazing and scary. Thanks, Janet. And so again, so I have plenty of room to still draw in the sketchbook, but I also got to tip in other sketchbooks. Because look, guys, this is just not conducive to laying on your lap and drawing. And a little bit, I'm going to test these out in a minute too. What else? So I was just doodling this morning, a stack of pumpkins. Oh, and then here, when we went to the Frida exhibit a while back, I found these two postcards were laying around somewhere. I said, I need to stick them in my book because I love the Frida exhibit. And so, and then I have space here to maybe doodle some Fridas. You know, just some little doodle Frida. This I was just playing with this morning because this is some of my lists. So I made some new lists, and this being that it's getting into fall, I just doodled some pumpkins here while I was chatting for about an hour before I hit record. But anyway, so I wrote down some new words and new lists. Now this right here is the Inktober 2017 prompt list, which I'm not going to use for my Inktober. Last year I did reptiles, dinosaurs, and Halloween. And the year before that I did everything sea, like undersea, or, you know, I did a lighthouse. And again, I don't know, I need to look in my portfolios over there and see if I can find my last 2 years of Inktober. Anyway, so Jake Parker put out a prompt list, but I don't care for it. It's just, it's so random, which I guess if you want to do a bunch of random things, but I like to keep with a theme. I like to do a theme in my Inktober, and none of this is a theme. But then I started making new word lists, and I will probably transfer this word list into my idea collecting notebook as well. But I wanted some lists in my sketchbook, so I didn't have to go over to my prompts. I mean, to my list. Ooh, what happened there? That got weird. That light got weird. I guess it's just the white paper. Anyway, so I made me 2 new pages, this page and this page here. So I got more words to either combine or, like, let me just, I'm not going to look, I'm just going to randomly just pick 2 words. Bam. Okay, a robe and a flood. Maybe a third word. Walk. So, you know, you just randomly pick words and then let your imagination take over. And so I made 2 new pages of words. And these are just more postcards and things from the museum. Here are some sketches from, these are, what do you call it? Poses. You can find these online all over the place. And I used to use these a lot. Now, I didn't use, sometimes I've done the naked ones. I didn't do the naked ones here because I knew I wanted to show this book. And if you got, you know, anyway, Ustream, nobody, you know, they just don't like it. So I found some that little, just different, did little gesture drawings with different little, like this girl had a sword or a stick or something. I think I made it a sword. It might have just been a stick. But I, you know, just did, these are quick now. These, I sketched them with a water-soluble pencil, a purple water-soluble pencil, and then just put a little bit of water brush to them. But these are very, very quick. I'm talking like maybe a minute each. So they're just real quick drawings. And then I just went back and added a little bit of water to them. Here's a couple more poses. Here's some just little gesture drawings. quick little, little drawings. Here's a couple more poses. And again, they're only like a minute. You want to do them quick. She's like standing on her tippy toes. I know her feet look weird, but she is actually standing on like tippy toes. And so anyway, they're just quick little sketches, and then I just went in with water and added water shadows to them. This is her from another one from the back. I think she had short hair actually. I think the model had short hair, so I added long hair. Like this one, she had an umbrella, and it looked to me like it should be blowing in the wind. So I made her hair like it was blowing in the wind. So anyway, those are just some little poses. And then I got two guys here, two guys with the, again, I know there's a name for those sticks that they, anyway, so I did a couple quick of guys there. I think that's all I got in here. Again, some are tip-ins so that I could work in a different sketchbook if I want to. But here are some other things. These are things that I cut out. I actually cut these out of this book when I bought it, when I started it a couple years ago. So these are some that are a little older, and the reason I cut them out is because I did them in pencil. I did them in like heavy pencil, like probably like a triple B or something, like, because I wanted them to show up on camera. But and I may have sprayed some of these, I don't even know. But I don't like to use fixative. I don't like the smell, the lingering smell, and all that. So anyway, these are some older ones, but they're pencil and ink. But I thought about putting them back in. I don't know. I might just put them on another sheet. But look, see how smeary they are? That's just too messy for me. But I might put them in a page protector. I'll probably maybe that's what I'll do. I'll take them out of this plastic thing and put them in a page protector and put the page protector in here. That way they're protected. Oh, you're giving some ideas for your society journal. Oh, good, Pacola. Let me see. Let me get a page protector out of another book here. Let me find one of my other books and get a page protector out of it. Ah, here we go. Here's one. A blank page protector. And then I can stick them in here and still have them in the book, but not have them in the book. You know what I mean, Vern? Because they're too messy. So these little penguins, like little waiter penguins. So anyway, I cut them out. Now, here's the thing I like about cutting things out. So you can write this in your idea collecting notebook. If you have a sketchbook and you don't love the sketchbook, and I'm never married to, to any sketchbook. I'll deconstruct any art journal, sketchbook. I'll deconstruct any of them in a heartbeat. It just doesn't bother me to cut stuff up. But if you cut things up out of a sketchbook and then move them around, you'll get more ideas. You can get lots more ideas of, what's going on here, and, make up new stories. Like this one, he's got his arm around his friend, and then you can move them around. You'll seek more ideas for composition, and you'll see more ideas, Look, he could be behind him, he could be, they could be friends, they could be walking together, one could be, anyway. Yes, I'm recording, Melissa. So if you cut things out of your sketchbook, even like those little pumpkins I did today, the little stacko pumpkins, if I cut all those out and move them around, you could do a pumpkin patch, a pumpkin stack, a pumpkin border. You can make them jack-o'-lanterns with the different faces. There's just so much you can do if you cut things up. And I'm not recommending everybody go cut up all their sketchbooks. But if you have an old sketchbook and you don't like the art in it, or you're tired of it, or you just, cut them up and see what ideas come to you. So let me show you some of the ones we cut up. Here's a couple of Bird of Paradises we did one time. And these were actually These were actually on a stream. We did something like, I don't know what the project was, but anyway. So we made up I just tucked that behind so it wouldn't like rip off, you know, tear. So anyway, there's a couple bird of paradises. What else? Here's a giraffe. And again, it's all so messy with pencil. I just I don't like smeary stuff in my book because it gets on me and then it goes everywhere. I mean, I don't care if it smears so much by itself, but it's like all over the place. Anyway, there's a little giraffe sketch. And I'm going to stick all these, like I said, I'm going to put all these inside of a page protector so they're not so messy, but then I still have them in here. If I can get them to fit, I might have to bend them a little more, but anyway. Let's see what else. Here's a dog. See, I don't care for this body. It needs something on it. It needs a Zen doodle. It needs a Zen doodle, Janet. Yeah, you could copy them and cut them up too. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, here's my little, not a gerbil, hamster. My hamster with her blue eyeshadow, lipstick, and fingernail polish. You see how smeared they are? Look. Look at all that. See? Anyway, there's a little, she's got a little mole right there. Let's see, here's a monkey. These are just quick sketches, guys. Here's this was a llama, I think. A llama. Some cat faces. Some cat eyes. I think I was just interested in the eyes. So, yeah, some cat eyes. There's just an owl. And again, these kind of things, for me, are like jumping off points to do all kinds of intricate things in the feathers, or like look at his face if it was like a rainbow face, or you know, different colors of aura on his face. Hey Eileen, there's our enabler elf. There's another cat eye face. Just wanted to do the eyes. Here it is with a black cat. Here it is with the white cat, and I think they're kind of similar eyes, but just to see what the difference looked like when one's, you see, now that looks cool, doesn't it? Look how that on top of that, and then this almost could look like an owl head. See? So these are just cut out of the sketchbook. Here's some more emus. These were the emus in space. See, this was in this book a bit at one point. I cut them out and tear them up, you know. So this will have to be folded, I think, to be fit. If I want to fit it in that, in this page protector here. So they're not smeary. Here's Professor Hedgie. We called him that. He's a little hedgehog. Oh, look what the light just did. Wow. That got weird. Hedgehog, Professor Hedgie. Here is our skateboarding squirrel with his iPod. Our phone now. But anyway, what else? Here's a lionfish. This is on a double page spread. Where's the other half? I think there was 2 of these. I'm not sure where the other half is. I think I did 2 lionfish. Oh wow, that just, let me check my settings here. That got weird. I think the sun went behind the cloud or something. That got really odd. There we go. So, yeah, this was lionfish, raccoon eyes. another mouse. I don't know. He did all kinds of lion. Here was a peacock carrying his feathers, and his head were the ink quills. And he carried his little bucket of ink. And then, so you just have to pluck one to write. This was a little chipmunk weighing in on a scale. This was going to be a poster. You know, kind of like my big poster of Hump Day Camel. Well, this is a sketch for an idea for a fox with ibis. She was going to be an Egyptian fox with an ibis collar coming around her. You like the lion? Here's the lion. She was going to be a poster. My big posters, my animal posters, and she was going to be an Egyptian princess fox with an ibis bird collar and a scarab necklace. So this was the sketch for that. Maybe we should revisit that. Here's an angry possum, some prairie dogs. Here's the other, another lionfish. Seahorse with scales. A seal in space, which I do have a poster. I did a seal. I did a, not a seal. What do you call it? Otter. Space otter sea. But here is a seal. What else is in here? Just some different little, here's a lion. Here's a cat. This one's kind of old. This one's from 2012. This was a cat. We used the Dilution spray inks and sprayed the chipboard or cardstock. I don't remember. I put it on something. But anyway, and turned it into a cat from the ink splatters. That one was from 2012. Again, some more ink sprays. Made an owl. Ink sprays into a dog. So these were fun. These were fun. Now there's no videos on these because this was before I was uploading to YouTube. But yeah. Oops. There's a frog. Frog in space. Some rabbit sketches. Here's another ink spray poodle. Ink spray puffin, ink spray mouse, in a little tree hollow. Bye, Melody. Thanks for stopping in. My mail's not here yet, Melody. I'll let you know if something comes today. My mail comes about 10:30 to 11 now. An elephant with, and I was going to do his ears with elephant leaves. You know, the big giant elephant leaf, philodendron leaf. I was going to do his ears to look like, these are just sketch ideas, guys. They're just sketch ideas. Yeah. Oh, here's my original sketch for my peace sloth. Let me get those. So here's some of my big posters. Where's my peace sloth? This one's everybody's favorite. Where is she? Okay, so this was the original sketch right here. Let me back out. Maybe that would help a little. I don't know. This was the original sketch, and then this was the poster that I turned it into. So it's big. It's like 18 by 20, something like that. 16 by 18, 18 by 20. So this was the poster that I made with the embroidered jeans and his claws. So yeah. But this was the original sketch to do this. Don't want to interrupt you. I'm going to. Okay, Melody. Oh, Melody. Thanks. Thanks, Tao. Um, yeah, so I'll show you some of the other posters because this is the one I show all the time. This is my Hump Day Camel. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to the weekend. This is my Hump Day Camel. I'll show you the rest of them in a minute. Let's finish this. Okay, so no space here now. Let me set those there. Okay, here's some. Oh, and this was the sketch for Mimi. Mimi, smoking crocodile. Now I don't know what she's in a different sketch. She's in a different portfolio. I'm sorry, I missed something. Jamie, popovers. You're doing a hop video? Okay, Jamie, I'll go visit it after a while. This was a crab. Again, it's the lighting. I hate to block my light. Can't see anything. I have my blackboard to black out the sunshine so that it's not. So anyway, this is again. There's we did something with this one too. She's wearing shoes. It's a crab with jewels. Crab shoes. Eyelashes. Let's see. Then here's this one is our beaver with a grill. Oh, here's another one. There's another sketch here. Color sketch practice thing here. Crabs. So anyway, that's just in this little in this thing here. So I just got all kinds of things like this to keep stuff in, ideas in. Where's the top of this baby? Oh, there it is. I'll do that after a while. But here's my posters, and I've shown them to y'all before. Maybe if I close this. There. So here's Hump Day Camel. Here is, oh, now it got too dark, didn't it, guys? Can't win with the lighting. Just can't win with the lighting. Is that better? Okay. This is really a society episode because you're seeing what you collect your ideas. Yeah, it can be Picola. This is, although I start with written things. I write a lot of stuff down. I'll write ideas, even if it's just on Post-it notes. I'll write a lot of stuff down and then, you know, turn them into more things. Again, there's my peace sloth. Here is When Pigs Fly. And a little tattoo in the wings, When Pigs Fly. What Galena say? You go. Galena's working on ATCs. I got one done, 17 more to go. You better get crack-a-lackin'. When is Jennifer's, when is it due, Galena? And if y'all are watching this recording, this is a live show with live chat. So, when is it due, Galena? Here's my Alice rabbit, Alice in Wonderland rabbit, with the time clocks all over, clocks everywhere. That's my Alice rabbit. And these are like probably from, I don't know, they're at least three years old. I swore, I really, guys, I wanted to put these on Society 6 for posters and cell phone covers. I just haven't gotten around to it. Here is Red Fox. This guy's little mech claw going on there. So you like the Alice rabbit? Yeah. Yeah. And then here's my Red Fox. Oh, you have a little bit of time then, Galena, but don't put it off. Get them all done today while you're sitting here. So there's my little fox. He's got a little tied beard. Here's one of my llamas. And then this is the one that I use for my this is my one that I use for my business cards and postcards. And you see this part right here is my header. The header in my YouTube, in my Facebook. That's my header right there from my lemur. The lemur has landed. Do the red fox in a junkyard? Yeah, that'd be good, Connie. So this is my lemur has landed. Here is Space Odyssey. This one is the one that, oh, I forgot her first name. I used on her e-magazine. This one right here. Hubster had posters made of it for me. From the magazine. Yeah, he had posters made of that for me. But Lisa Scott's the one that named this one. Space Otter Sea. So there's my Space Otter Sea. And here's a giraffe. There's a squirrel in space. Squirrel. Oh, where's the one? Oh, here's my other fox. Here's my fox. This one right here is what I want to do. I put earbuds on it because this right here is what I was going to turn into a phone case. Right here with the earbuds. Well, yeah, I keep saying I'm going to do it, guys. It's just I mean, my time. It takes time to do all this stuff. It really does.
You want a bologna sandwich with lettuce and tomato?
No, thank you. I do not want a bologna sandwich with lettuce and tomato, but I will take that fresh hot cup of coffee.
Okay.
Thank you. Hubster's going to eat a bologna sandwich in case you didn't. Yeah. So, just get bologna, mister. That's from Mr. Mom, in case y'all didn't know. So anyway, this one is, I wanted to, like this section right here, crop this section down for a phone case. Did you, no, these are all old. These are all, at least, maybe going on 3 years. 2 years, at least 3. More, no, it's even more than that because I did these before I started uploading to YouTube, I think. No, maybe at the very beginning of when I started uploading to YouTube. So 3 years. So these are 3 years. Bye, Jamie. Thanks, Jamie. I'll leave the lettuce off, Janet. I'll probably go make me a BLT. He's going to go to the lake, so I'm going to, you know, I'll probably stream for a while and whatever. Anyway, so these are 3 years old. 3 years old. Then here's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. There's no men on them. It's just the 4 horses. The 4 horses of the apocalypse. So, there's a lot of symbology in this one. And thank you, honey. Janet says she wants a bologna sandwich with just hold the lettuce.
Okay. Coming right up.
Thank you, honey, for the hot coffee. Welcome back, Eileen. So, yeah, so there's my four horses of the apocalypse. And again, I have all kinds of symbology in there, but I love to have symbology in my stuff, but I don't like to explain it. I like people to go like get what out of it, what they can get out of it, you know? So those are my posters. Now I do have a couple huge posters. These are different sizes from like 18 to 20 to 18 to 24. Some of them are bigger, see? This one's really big. These are smaller. Let me put my hump day here though, because we use that one all the time. So let's move those. The two that I have in here, maybe three. Okay, so I think I have three posters in here that are rolled up. This one I did was a napkin poster, and they really do get like beat up when I roll them up. Yeah, he is a keeper, Janet. They do get kind of beat up when I roll them up, but this one's a napkin journal poster, well, napkin poster. I use color. It's the same thing that we do in the napkin journal, but on a poster. So it's napkins and color book pages to make a poster. Of course, then I paint, paint and collage and other stuff too. But anyway, so yeah. See how it gets like really beat up? But I just don't have a place. I have no walls. Have no walls. I mean, I have walls in the rest of the house, but I don't like my artwork hanging all over the house because it like keeps me in that space. It keeps my mind in that space. If I have a lot of my art on the walls, I have 2 or 3 things hanging up in my house. Well, really about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 things hanging in my house. But like Brad's boots, for instance, my watercolor of Brad's boots, that doesn't keep me, like this would keep me stuck in this technique. Does that make sense? And so if I had this on a wall, it would be like, I'd be stuck there. I don't know. I can't explain it. But anyway, so this is one of my, this is a napkin and color book page. See, like that's out of a color book right here. That's a color book page. That's a color book page. The girl on the bird. This is from a color book page. But we added, look, you can see all the stickles and stuff we added too. And then that's a napkin. That's a napkin. The seahorses and this shell stuff, that's a napkin. These shells are a napkin. I think this one planet, I think that might have been a napkin, but I put the rings on it. See, I put rings on it. And same for this. I don't know if that was on, maybe it was on there and I added extra because I can see pencil. So I think I added extra. And then of course all the stickles. See all the glitter stickles on there. Didn't see the email. Are you still playing? Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm just showing some old. Well, actually, I started by showing the sketchbook I'm working in, the big one, the big sketchbook. And I just came on and started doodling in it, and then I hit record, and here we are. So, I mean, I've shown a whole bunch. There's my pen. Where did it come from? It's like dropped out of the sky. I know it wasn't under this poster. So there's that poster, and then let's see what other poster. Oh, that rubber band's toast. Then I got this poster. This one's a huge one. This one is probably about 24 by 30. So this one is huge. I can't even get it under the camera. See, look how big it is. This one is a big Mama Jamba. Oops, sorry. And it's just done on black craft paper. Sorry, I hit the camera there, so I'm kind of jiggling now. No, these are my originals, and I don't have them for sale anywhere, Pacola. These are all my originals. So you can see this huge poster here. It's big, and let's see if I can get the bottom down here. See, look, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands wide. And it's tearing on the edges. It's horrible to store these like this. Let's see, do I have any more in here? Oh, what's this one? Oh, here's one that's not done. Here's another poster that we did that it's still in progress because this one is humongous. I think it's even bigger than the other one. And again, I can't even hardly unfurl it. So yeah, I can't even get it all under camera. It's just humongous. I can't even, this one is probably 36 by 36 maybe. I had to do this one. I worked on this one. Sorry guys, I bumped the camera again. I worked on this one standing up and had the camera way, 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 way up there. Okay, so there's some posters. All right, let me put these. I don't know. I might end up cutting some of these up. I don't know. Let's see what else I have. Now you got me in the mood to go through my. I'm actually. Let me back up. I was trying to remember where I put my Inktober drawings from the last 2 years, and I do want to test these pens out in a minute. I got these at Michael's. They're over in the art section where they have the bottled ink and calligraphy supplies. They're over there in the art section of Michael's, and they are like $29.95, but I had a 50% off coupon, so I got them for like $15. Where do I get that paper, Pam? At Michael's and Hobby Lobby. I think I got it at Michael's. I got the black paper at Michael's, but you can get rolls of craft color paper. And this paper right here, this is the same paper. It's just a roll of black paper, and it's in the gift wrap section. It's over in the same thing for the shipping paper. The brown craft paper roll is just shipping paper, which that's what I'm getting ready to show you here. I cut up some of my rolls. This is all cut up shipping rolls because the rolls were getting too hard to, I couldn't find things. If I wanted to find something on the roll, I had to unroll, unroll, unroll. So my art scrolls, they're fun to work on. If you want to work on brown paper, get a roll of shipping paper. It's just shipping paper. Now these are all cut up because again, it's hard to go find something. Okay, so anyway, these right here, they have a fine point and a calligraphy nib. So I got these for the calligraphy nibs because I've got all kinds of fine point. But I thought, you know, I've been threatening to do more lettering, so maybe this will make me do more lettering. Because I do calligraphy, but I do like black ink calligraphy, like real calligraphy. I haven't done it for, I used to do it professionally. We didn't have things like this back then. So it's dip nib calligraphy that I do. And now let me also say this. If you get the kind like the Schaefer calligraphy pens with the colored ink and all that, unless they have changed the formulation, these things are not light fast. Do not do professional calligraphy with these calligraphy markers and things, or the Schaefer inks, unless they've changed the formulation. Those little color ink cartridges will fade with time. The ink will fade. So don't do professional calligraphy with this stuff. This is for playing in your sketchbook and stuff, okay? Or if you do any kind of lettering journaling or Bible journaling or anything like that, you know, but do not do professional calligraphy with these because they probably will fade. But we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so we've got pencils out of the way. So I'll show y'all. Now I'm going through my portfolios. So this particular portfolio's got my stickers all over it. I just collect all kinds of stickers on this particular portfolio. And then also cam stickers. Oh, there's a piece of washi tape there coming off. These are Cam's art that I've turned into stickers. Not that one. That I've turned into stickers for him. So this is his art here, 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 here. That's his. This one's his. These are Cam's original art. This one and this one, these two right here are my hand carved stamps that I turn into stickers. But these are all Cam's art right here that I turned into stickers for him. But I, of course, had to keep one for myself of each of the faces. All right, that's bugging me. That's got to go. Okay, and then these are just all kinds of just stickers from magazines, including this one. Anyway, so in here I have a lot of my scroll, you know, this, oh, what did I do with it? Oh. This is a small one. So you can buy these rolls of shipping paper like this. And there's some in here that we did like recently, I think, that I haven't cut up. But it's just rolls of shipping paper. And it's awesome. If you like to work on tone tan paper, you need to have, and you can see this is a smaller one here. And I think this one I cut in half. Or maybe it's a smaller one. Anyway, you can also cut these in half. But it's like 30 inches long, and I don't even know how many feet. But they're only like $3, guys, for feet and feet and feet of the craft paper. Now, again, don't do your professionals. I'm sure this is, you know, not acid free and all that. But for sketching, so these are all up under my table. Got a bunch of them, but these are a couple of them that I've cut up, and I put them. I did a collage over on this side, and I've just stuck them in here. Let's see, I'm going backwards. Let's go the other way here. Well, maybe not. I don't even know which way they're going in here. I don't think there is a way. Maybe you should draw the family. So anyway, these are different things that we've done on the stream over the few years. Usually with prompts. Like I have a prompt jar from like Jean put together. And I would just draw things. But they're on the craft paper, you see? You can do some awesome little things with just rolls of shipping paper. But again, I couldn't get to things like someone would say, well, I want to see the what's her name with the smoking crocodile, Mimi. And I couldn't find Mimi. I'd have to go through rolls and rolls and rolls of this stuff to find Mimi. Hi, Aline. Dee Dee didn't insert them in the... There, she stuffed them in. Yeah, I stuffed them in. And so I cut them out. I cut them out of the scroll because it was just too hard to find them. And then this one, here's an example of, sometimes the first two things. You like Mimi K-Berg. Hi, Kathy, by the way. So I was going to draw a Chihuahua dog. So I started with this. And just the size of it, threw me off. So I didn't like it. So we started again, didn't like this one. Then finally the third time, I just shrunk down my drawing and it made it like Chihuahua-like. So anyway, yeah. All right, let's see what else. I think we're doing something with stenciling and doodling. I can't say what we're doing with everything. This was how to reuse, taking a tracing of your lettering and doing something with that. Again, here's a bunch of numbers. These two went together as some kind of project. We've done hundreds of projects, guys, over the 7 years. I can't remember. Here's some calligraphy. More calligraphy. Just doing some lettering. This is done with a dip pen, an ink bottle of ink, and just doing some calligraphy. I like to do an alphabet every now and then just to make sure I don't forget how to how to do calligraphy every now and then. So every now and then we'll pull out some calligraphy. A doodle flower. I started to do an illuminated lettering. More big. This is big calligraphy. Oh, this one we did with the. Let's see if I can put my hand on. Get some of my pen nibs here. With this nib. See. Now I saw Queen Pam here a minute ago. She made, let me see if I can find my little nib. Where did I put it? Where's my little nib folio? Well, I just had it here. What did I do with it? Oh well, I was going to show my nib folio, but then we practice a little seals here with a feather in the seals, a wax seals. I don't know, guys. It's fun to go back through this, but here's some deers sketches. See, this is 2015. So some little deer sketches. But I love doing, you know, on tone tan paper. So you can just take a black and white, just with a black and white pencil. Just get your black and white pencil. You forgot how to play the clarinet? There's some hummingbirds with some little painty clouds. Leaf in the wind. Another little emu head. A nib nest. Yes, a nib nest. I can't find my nib nest. I don't know where I put it. It's usually right there. Oh, I know what I did with it. See? Hubster, remember Hubster got me this box? Remember he got me this box that looked like a book? Look. That's where it is. With my matches for my wax seals. Here's my nib nest. And then here's the little mini nib nest that Janet made me. That's why I couldn't see all my wax seals are in this box. See, here's my nib nest. See all my nibs? Queen Pam made this for me. See? There's all my nibs in here. Well, not all of them, but there's quite the collection of my nibs in here. And it's got a little magnet there, and it closes. And then Janet made me this one, so I put a few of my smaller ones in here. And it's made out of corrugate. They're made out of corrugate cardboard. The cardboard that has the holes in it. So yeah, I got a couple nib nests. But I put them in this. The Hubster got me this calligraphy box set thing. And I took out the bottom. I took everything out of it. And yeah, so I got my wax seals and a couple things in here. There's some more wax seals and my wax stamps here. But that's why I couldn't find it. It's not on my shelf. It was in my book box. Okay, so let's go back to these. some more leaves, and there's a big ladybug. See how big these are? I try to do things big on camera so that everybody can see everything. Some starfish, and with using different color combination ideas. Can't afford the new. You have the, yeah, you bought the new polychromos, Janet. Now she said she can't afford anything else. I think I'm holding out for Christmas for the polys. I'll get the polys at Christmas, or my birthday one. Okay, so here was practicing. This right here was Crayola melted crayon. So you can see, look, it does go through the wax. The wax went through on the paper, but there was just some little practice something or another. Again, this was on a big, I think this was from 2 scrolls actually. Here's some impromptu prompt show. Some more little ladybugs with thumbprints. This was playing with a foam stamp thing, I think. I did a little selfie there. This was with the little foam that you heat up and you mash into whatever, and it will make the impression. So did a whole bunch of button impressions. What else? A bunch of Yoo-hoo sticks. I drew one, and then we're going to do, there's somewhere in here, I think, the idea of making it a rocket ship. I don't know, guys. Our minds, when we have fun like this. Here was an ink splatter golfer with inks made out of ink splotch. If you have any questions or anything, put them in caps. I'm just rolling here. Here's Mimi. Here's Mimi. This is what I was looking for. Mimi, our cigarette smoking alligator. And the reason she's named Mimi, if y'all remember the old Drew Carey show, remember his secretary Mimi? She always wore a big pink bow in her hair. This is Mimi. Anyway, guys, and then there's another little sketch there. We're going to do another, hey CB, we're going to draw something else there, just sketches all over, notes. So we have different notes. Greta Gator. The spines are diamond plated of Avon Gator calling. Sherry Shab said that. Vicky L. Mini, what is that? Mini pearl hat, she said, to put on. So anyway, and we have crocodile shoes, a gator bag. So anyway, that's Mimi. Let's see, here's some blue frogs using those colors of paint right there. Some little sketches. Open-toed shoes. Frog flops. Look. This is the kind of things we come up with as a group. Open-toed shoes. See, how can you ever run out of ideas? Seriously. How can you ever not have ideas? There's just some little pencil sketches there. So you can sketch, with your white pencil as a start, and that's what we did here. We just sketched it out like that with white pencil, and then just use those colors of Americana craft paint. Yeah, see, I make notes on everything, Kathy, on any sketches I do. That's like I was showing you in my big sketchbook here. These right here. see, here's where I was doing my samurai Vikings. So I did my samurai lemurs with my Vikings. And I started combining, and here's all my notes right here on the time periods. The time period of the vampire, of the Vikings and the samurai. So these were more Viking samurai. Then I went over here and did more just samurai. But I'm doing them with robot antennas. So these will be my samurai robots. So yeah, did you miss? Hey Janet, did you miss my pig butt? Anyway, yeah, so I did a flip of that earlier. Okay, so anyway, I write notes. So yeah, open toe shoes. Yes, and you do. That's why we have the Idea Collecting Society, Kathy K. Berg. Kathy said, I need to start making notes when I think of something. Yeah. I live off Post-it notes. Okay, so here, oh, this was a big lizard. We never finished him, but because time probably ran out. Here's what the claw started with, and then we developed in that. But he's smashing something. I don't know what, but he's got something dead under there. So again, we got all kinds of notes and things going on. But there's our lizard scales. And again, this is all just with craft paint, guys. Probably some markers, black markers too, for the eyes and stuff, but probably just mostly paint. But we just sketch it out with pencil, see? Triceratops, herpetologist. Oh, and this is where I decided to do reptiles for Inktober. So this was right before last October, because I did reptiles in my Inktober. Hopefully I'm going to come across them when I'm looking through these old, my portfolios, because I cannot find my last 2 years of Inktober sketches. Drawings, ink drawings. They're somewhere. Anyway, let's see what else. Here's another pumpkin with the lights. Now here's a good example of you reusing an idea. So we did this last October, right? But because I had done this sketch, it made me remember. So when I went to do, so when I did my Jasmine Beckett Griffith color book page for October, where is it? Here. Look, I took that idea. I took the idea from this and look, did the color book page with the glow, the light coming out of the eyes in the color book page. These are all my color books pages that are in sleeve. Okay. Of course, not all my color book pages are in there. So anyway, yeah. Here's we're going to do a robot mailbox. Here is some caterpillar collage clocks. Here's the collage clock caterpillar. Telling the history of time with his body. One era at a time. Some little leaves. Some more calligraphy cut out. Hey, Sandra. Here's drawing. This is from a, what do you call it, a clip art book. Clip art, or maybe it was a color book. But I just wanted to show how to draw white pencil on here. Here is, what's this one? Ornithology. The ornithologist. Spring and coils on its head. Boing, boing. Smoking a cigarette. Pixie Hollow, bird elements of different combined ornithologist. An owl, ornithologist with an owl. Here are these are fingerprint koi. You just dip your finger in the paint and you make these little koi fish with a dip of your finger. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's another hearts, planets, feather, trail, like a star, shooting stars off the tail, meteorite shooting stars off the tail. Okay, this was our combat boot. Oh, pink. This is when we did pink combat boots. A pelican pouch for craft supplies. Blue rinse hair. Antennas and stars on its head. Doc Martin. Yeah, we made Doc Martin pink combat boots. See how fun it is to have a scroll? All right, this one, Eileen said, Pixie on a flamingo, be afraid. Had a comb over. Bald Eagle Professor, Ben Franklin, Professor Avion, pocket watch fob, and a chain with a comb over. Hey, Debbie. Let's see. I don't know, some other little hut or something there. Ideas: owl, waterfall, telephone, kangaroo. Oh, I think we're combining 3 different words. These were sketches when you combine 3 different words. Here's a cardinal with bunny slippers, but they're goldfish. In a bathrobe. Nightcrawler worm, speech bubble. The speech bubble would be a nightcrawler worm. The cardinal's wearing a bathrobe with fuzzy goldfish slippers. We were combining words. This is when you take, we probably had bathrobe, cardinal, and goldfish or slippers, one or the other, and combined them and made that. Okay, let's see. Here's a bunch of slow lorries. So we got one face done, one slow lorry. But here's some sketches of some other slow lorries in the trees. We got their eyes done, because everybody freaks out when I draw things and don't do their eyes. Let me take a sip of this coffee Hubster brought me 20 minutes ago. Hey, Debbie, anybody else popping? I'm just looking through old portfolios and sketchbooks. Not art journals, sketch drawings. Actually, I was hopefully trying to find my Inktober drawings from the last 2 years. There's a baby owl. But I haven't found those yet. Okay, this is a big one. Ah! Here's Pedro! Here is Pedro. He's big. Look. See how big Pedro is? So here's Pedro. And then we're going to make his, these could be like a musical instrument, like a clarinet or something. See, imagine if he could play, like if this could be a musical instrument. And he could play music. An octopus playing music. On his tentacles, on his suckers, or whatever they're called. Okay, let's see what else. Here's a big deer. Holes are punched in this because we punched holes. I think we used pencils. There's holes punched in this paper because I think we had all the, or we did this later. I think somebody said, well, what about an idea about something, and we just happened to be, yeah. So there's our little doe, a deer. What else is in here? There's a little, I forget what kind of cat that is. And here's all our peacock parts. We did a whole thing of all the different not thumbnails, different sketches of different parts, studies. We did different studies on a peacock. This one was kind of tricky to cut up because there was all over like big pages. Here's one of the feathers. Here's the head and a close-up of some of the pin feathers. And then here is the foot and another head. And we wrote down, the peacock did not defeat me, because I was drawing all these studies of a peacock and we never got to the foot. But in the last like 2 minutes, we drew a foot. So we said the peacock did not defeat me. Okay, and then some shells. Some more shells, starfish. Sea turtles. See how big they are? This is a big roll of paper, guys. It's big. So here's some different studies of sea turtles. And I think there's a full body one in here somewhere. There's a seahorse. Here is Count Pugula. We did this, maybe this was last Halloween. Count Pugula with glitter blood and glitter eyes with stickles, see? This is Count Pugula. I need to keep this one out for Halloween, don't I? See, he's got his glitter on his cape there and his little bow. Count Pugula. I'll leave this one out. Let's see. Oh, here's the swimming. There's the swimming turtle. See a shadow on the sea floor there. Here's Franken Giraffe, who he's supposed to look like Frankenstein, but he looks more like Moe from the Three Stooges. It looks like Moe, but it's supposed to be Franken Giraffe. I don't even remember what we named it, but he's got all the little, you know. Connie, you liked the eyebrows over here. Oh my gosh, I'll leave this one out too to give us some inspiration for this Halloween, right? Okay. And then there's just a little panda. This is just a panda. This one's from 2015 too. And some frogs. Some clownfish drawings. There's one there. Here's another one here. Clownfish. So they're quite big. And then here's another raccoon. So yeah, we did all these on shows. So this is just a cut up scroll of craft paper in this portfolio, my sticker portfolio. Again, let me show off Cameron's artwork. All those faces right there is his own. I shrunk them down and turned them into stickers for him. There's that one, this one, those two, this one right down here, girl with the ribbon hair. Anyway, so yeah, I still don't know. I don't have any clue where my Inktober's are. You like the eyebrows, Connie. Okay, so there's that. What else do I have here? Are y'all tired of seeing old art? I won't show these because I've shown them recently. You know, all my sketches and drawings here. I won't show these because I just showed those recently. And then I got extra sleeves here. Okay, let's see. These are two sketchbooks that I still like to work in, but I don't work in them that much, and I should work in them more because I love these books, the freestyle, really big notebooks. One I started as a glue, kind of a combination glue book, inking book. Then this one's just a sketchbook. This is the more newer one, but this is the older one, and there's 800 pages. Now this paper is thin. It's like it's about the thickness of copy paper, maybe a little better quality. What I love about it is all the pages are numbered, so you have an index. So here's my glue book, ink book. So it's not near done, trust me. But what I like to do is take bits of magazine stuff and play with it with some stamping, some inking, some drawing. So yeah, that's what this one is. Just different bits of magazine pages with ink. So yeah, you know, Tyra saying, "Oh, thanks, Connie." So it's just a little bit like, it's kind of like a ink and glue book. This is one of my favorite quotes. Imagination was given to man to compensate him for what he is not, and a sense of humor to console him for what he is. Francis Bacon. Some little cat heads, some different little... Yeah, so this is where I thought about doing a turtle with a traveling storyboard. So the squares, or the hexagons on the turtle shell would have different stories, and it would be like a movie, like TV channels. So every little hexagon's a different like TV channel. It's a traveling story. Oh, here's some more of my jellyfish. Hey, Ems. Some quick faces. These are the 2-minute faces. Look, there's the screen. Y'all know how I show y'all how to do these. I should get out my face journal again. My 30-second faces. Oh, and here's Jazz's Arty Party. This one was that had 2-minute, 5-minute. This is where I was explaining the app when I first got it. I guess it had to be at least a year ago. And so these are some of the Jazz Arty Party apps. I mean, challenges in his app. There's 2-minute, 5-minute, 10-minute, and 20-minute challenges. There's a color challenge, a character challenge, environment challenge, incremental design. That's what Cam and I like to do, the incremental. Scribble challenge, copy challenge, design mix, and custom generator. And then you could pick whichever kind of supply you wanted to use, and it would generate those colors for you. It's really cool. I mean, I still have the app, and Cam and I do it when he's here. So these are some of the different ones. This was the incremental, scribble challenge, copy challenge, environment challenge. Here's some of the design mix challenge. These were 2 minutes each. Combine a purple Cadillac and an atomic symbol. Combine a fat tire and a musical note. So look, we made a tire that was anyway, these were all the, these were 2 minute. Combine a sword and a tape dispenser. So look, wouldn't it be cool to have like a tape dispenser that had a sword on it, and the tape ran down the sword and it cut on the edge of the sword? These are just stuff we just, Here's some more design mix. A soccer ball and pliers. If you took old soccer balls and used the rubbery stuff to make handles on a plier, look, that's some money right there. Recycle those soccer balls into tool handles, the grippy to make them grippy. I'm sorry, I love that idea right there. So anyway, these are just some things in this sketchbook here. Some postcards in here, some watches. Here's some more stuff that I want to glue. Like, look, just an ear. This is awesome right here. Oh, guess what, lady that comes to my store all the time brought me a bag full of color books, and one of them was great paintings by women artists, and Frida is on the cover. I have a Frida book that I got at the museum, but I don't know, I can't bring myself to try to do that. Same like the Thomas Kincaid color book and the Monet one. I have a couple of those. Haven't really attempted those. Okay, so I think that may be all in here. So yeah. So that's all that's in this book. That's the, this is my glue ink combination. Then this one, what did I do with this one? I don't even know what this one is. These are our combinations. These are some combination things. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not all. I don't know what all this is. We'll just flip through, asking the questions. There's some feet and hand drawings. How to do different fairy wings. Mushrooms, all different kinds of shrooms. A braid, bugs, birds. Mermaid. Oh, I wrote over here, mermaid with wings, eel movement, so that she moved like an eel. Scales, more jellyfish. Oh, here's where we did some random prompts. We did a leprechaun with cherries. Here we did a lighthouse and a hedgehog. Some sketches here. Some, what are those called? The wild boars. Wild boars, I guess. Some acorns and a pine cone. I don't know how well you can see it. Oh, now this one's worth zooming in on. These are our enabler crowns. There's one for Eileen, the enabler elf. There's one for Janet. And there's one for Paula. These were our enabler crowns. Oh my goodness. Some monks. Okay, CB. These were I did this for somebody else and I just cut out some copies. Kiwi. Here's our ballet shoe goose. This was for Vicky BR. Because a goose cannot wear ballet shoes, we just put her in a tutu and had her shoes hanging around her neck on a ribbon. A warthog. Yeah, maybe it was a warthog. Maybe it was a warthog, Connie. Janet has a cross on her crown. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what else is in there? Here's where we were an astronaut on a planet who sees a dragon and it's reflected in his helmet. So you see the reflection in his helmet. He sees the you see the dragon in the reflection in his helmet. Yeah, I know us too, Eileen. Hopefully, Miss Vicky Alligator Vicky BR. And have the dragon with antenna. Have a combo of a giraffe and a dragon with a giraffe with a dragon with giraffe spots. A dragon with giraffe spots. Here's some more little sketches. There's a red panda with lemons and limes. Here's some Pegasus. Oh, a manatee with a griffin tattooed. There's a manatee with a tattooed griffin. Hey, Kathleen, it's good to see you. It's been a while. I'm just flipping through some old sketchbooks and drawings and whatnot. Some cats, some puffins. Here's a mech hand and a hand holding a circle there, and another little what do you call it? Some cats here, some elephants, some fish, some bees and wasps, Poseidon, some more. This one I got from I've looked up Poseidon. There's a statue. That's a statue right there. Well, it's the sketch I did from the sketch. This is where I was testing out what markers would go through. Here's a cactus walrus face. There's a little rhino down there. Oh, a candelabra. There's a bra with a candle. It's too much fun, guys. We have too much fun. Some little orange things. Some more lists of things. I don't know why Eileen's name. Oh, I think these might be. No, these are the. These are my. What do you call it? Jane Davenport colors. I don't know why I have Eileen's name right there. I must have been thinking about you, Eileen. You're just there. So these are the swatches for the Jane Davenport Brights. Here is the, wait, there's the Jane Davenport Neutrals, which those are right here too. That's these in this one, the neutrals. The neutrals are in the gold, and the brights are in the turquoise little tin. And then I think that might be all. And, oh wait, I got more. I have a bunch of lists back here. Combined list back in here. So yeah, and then I have some. Here's some swatches for. I think these are ink tints back here. Not sure what these are. These might be ink tints. Let's see if it's. No, these are Copics and ink tints in the back. So that's this one. Again, I got lots of room. Look, I'm only up to like right in there. So it's still got lots of room. These are where I have lists interspersed in here. But these are nice. They're fun for these little sketches like that. So that's the Freestyle really big notebooks. And they're on Amazon. And they come in all different colors. There's orange, pink. This is like a hot pink. Black, green. They're in all different colors. And there's thinner ones too. There's smaller ones. So there's those. What else did I bring out over here? I'm bringing out all this stuff. It's going to take me forever to put it all away. What's in here? Oh my gosh, I got huge. I don't even know what's in all these portfolios. Got this portfolio. I got this portfolio. I got a really, really big portfolio here. These are some older stuff, though. Let's see what's in this one. Here's a huge one. This is a big Mama Jamba. These are some old things in here. I don't know if y'all want to see any of this stuff. This is a big one. I don't even know if it can fit up here. Let's see what's in these two smaller ones. Let me get a sip of coffee. Don't even know what's in these. Ah, I did find something that's in here. My original, and these are kind of stuck together because these are mashed. These are our original napkins. Let me say this, a napkin journal, if you smash them, they're not going to peel apart, probably anything, but their texture, the texture in napkins will stick. So it's not the paint that's sticking, it's the napkins themselves. These are some old napkin journals, and then also in here, this is a whole bunch of sprayed ink stuff that we've done over the years. You know, Smack and Dragon. I won't go through all this, but this is a lot of Smack and Dragon stuff in here. Lots of Smack and Dragons. Oh, but there's a couple things in here. Let's see what's there at the back. Oh wait, let's move this. Let's see what's back here. See, starts of napkin journal. Here's a little ship. This is a collage. This was my Fallen Warrior collage. See her little hand? And this is just mixed media collage, like you see me doing in the art journals, just bigger. It's just bigger. This was a combination color book page, stenciling, and napkin journal. This is from the Somerset Studio color book. Then this is napkins, stenciling, or either that or stamp. That could be a foam stamp. And then bits. And then that's napkin, and then paint. See, there's the back. This was all in this was my giant oversized Moleskine. Okay, here's another napkin mixed media piece here. You like it, Kingor? Looking at all my old treasures. Well, my old stuff is in the closet. I haven't pulled that stuff out since probably the first year I started streaming, which was 7 years ago. I pulled some of that stuff out 7 years ago, and I haven't pulled it out since. So I got stuff in my closet from when I was a teenager and all that, but it's in the closet. Here's another napkin journal. It's napkin poster, if you will. This is from the color book, the Juliet Crane color book, and then just painted it in. There's the back. See, there's a start. This is a napkin here. This is like what we would start with, and then we'd go to something like this, right? Here's another one, another Juliet Crane. Got some little owls in there. And then napkins. And then this is all just paint and collage and paint and color book image. So yeah, nothing on the back of that one. This one is a mermaid one, and look at all the stickles we put on that baby. We glittered that one up to as much as we could. Yeah. And then this is a napkin, that's a napkin, two napkins there. And then we made her look like she was coming out. That was a stencil. The stencil of the cathedral's door windows there. And so we cut her to make her look like she's coming through the. There's that. There's the back. See, it's ready to do something. Is that my mailman? Melody was saying, is my stuff there? I sent you some packages. It's not, hasn't got here yet. This one is Barb's cat Chance. That's her, one of her Siamese cats. Did an ode to Chance. See on his collar there it says Chance. I'd have just send this to Barb, you know. It's so big though, I don't know how to get it to her. It won't fit in an envelope. I don't know what this is. And then this is just the pocket. See, this is a giant moleskine. This book right here, it's a giant moly. Got it at Blick's a few years ago. Hubster got it for me for my birthday. And then hidden in there is, there's Mona. Oh, let me tilt it so you can see. Mona's in there. So yeah, so this is a bunch of stuff like that. I don't know what else is in here. Oh, so I'll do a quick flip through our. This was my original 12 by 12 napkin journal. Now this one's quite old. This is way before I started uploading to YouTube. And yeah, Tweedledee. And I won't tell you the whole story though about Hubster. Don't you have a shirt just like that? And they're probably all out of order because like that one goes with this. This one's upside down on purpose because you know it's an upside down world. Let's see what else here. So again, napkin journal, stenciling. There's a fashion girl, you know, a fashion magazine girl. I'll just do a little flip. They're kind of out of order. Here's my Alice in Wonderland gate with napkins. That's all napkins there. We did lots of napkin journaling. Here's another Alice. The poppies are all napkins. This one's one of my favorites. This is where I put my muse Mona in a cage. But look, the bars of the cage are open. So there's that one. This one. This is my moth girl. Again, this is where the pages came apart right there. Because this was in a book. And I probably deconstructed it, you know. So we painted in her, well, we put a stencil here of spider web. That's a stencil with brick. So it was all stencils and napkins and paint. And then there's a little bit of collage to make a staircase. This is my little fairy forest. I use stickers. I use little fairy stickers to make a whole forest of little, the palm trees are napkins. So there's a little, then here's, now this did get torn. Her face did get torn. This was an Asian, this is all done with a brush and gold paint, the bamboo. A napkin journal is where you start with decorative napkins. Here, let's see, where's my napkin journal? You start with decorative napkins like this, and you peel off the backs, and this is your base. Like here's one that's not been peeled. And you peel off the white off the back, and then you glue this down. I use golden matte medium, and you glue the napkins down as a base, and then you do art journal pages. Like, See, again, this one's, it's not sticking, it's the napkins, that the texture that makes them want to stick. So I'll just do a quick flip. This is my napkin journal. It's a whole journal with a base of napkins and color book pages. So, yeah. See, like, here's just napkins glued down, towel. So, and then you paint in. Mailman been around yet? No.
Get rid of that.
Are you? Okay. Yeah, I told the girls you're going to head into the lake. Let me know when you get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the coffee.
Can they see us?
No, they can't see us giving me a kiss. They could hear it. Call me when you get there. Tell Bert hi.
Okay.
No. Here's a Halloween one we did. This was Halloween napkins and a fairy, and put her in a Halloween scene. So, yeah. I'm just flipping this real quick because I want to go back to my portfolios. So, let's see, there's a couple more. This one, these sunflowers, see, they're napkins. Yeah, and you use them as your base. And then you add color book pages and acrylic craft paint. I think that's all. There might be one more in there. See? But it's all done with napkins. So this one's my napkin journal. But I have other napkin work in here. So anyway, and then this is all just painted with brush. Here's another one. Stencils. We used a lot of stencils in this book. Yeah, look in party stores, Tuesday morning. So anyway, this is some are not done, some are done. This page doesn't go with that page. They're out of order. This one was done with poppy napkins, a spiderweb stencil, and this is a stencil. This one right here. Used lots and lots of stencils and napkins. So yeah. Okay, so this again, this is a giant Moleskine. They're not cheap, but Hubster bought me one for my birthday, but I deconstructed it. I took it all apart and did all this stuff in it. Okay, so let's put that one away. And let's see, what else do I have here? What's this one over here? I don't even know what's in these. All right. Let's see. Let me take a sip of coffee. What's in this? Oh! Do I find Inktober? No, dang. But it has stuff from like Christmas. This is from last Christmas. These are my ink drawings. Some of my ink drawings from last Christmas. Maybe Inktober's. No. Dang, where is my Inktober? Oh! I cannot find my Inktober drawings from the last 2 years. But these are some of the drawings. We did these ink drawings. It's just on 14 by 17 or 11 and a half by 14 copy paper. And we just did little ink drawings. And this was around Inktober up into Christmas. Yeah. I don't know. This is a quail with gears. I don't know. It's a bonnet on a quail. Here's my camel. This was for Hanukkah. Did a Hanukkah camel. Here's a Christmas kitty. And this is all ink. It's just drawn, just ink. Oh, glad to have you back, Morgan. Because enabling. And then this is a little puppy. This is one of my, I love this dog from Instagram. And I follow her Instagram. She has her own Instagram. Oh my gosh, she is adorable. I love her Instagram. Let me tell y'all her name if y'all want to follow her. Caboose and Stuff. Caboose underscore and underscore stuff. Oh my gosh, she is the cutest dog. Oh my gosh, let me just show. I don't know if it'll show up. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. But anyway, caboose underscore and underscore stuff. Anyway. And then here's our squirrel, Christmas squirrel. We did these last Christmas. Well, before Christmas, but yeah. So, some pen and ink drawings. This is the one that I turned into a color book page. It's still on my blog. You can go print it out and color it yourself. And I don't know what else is in here. There's a little giraffe. This was from 2014. Here's a little canvas. I don't know. This was old. This was from, these are some old drawings. There's one of Cam. There's a photo of Cam. I don't know why I had it in here. I think I was going to draw Cam. What was it? What was this? This was from 2008. It's a giant ice cream cone. Here, hey Janet, here's my doodles. Look, it's a giant ice cream cone doodle. Look how big it is, Janet. It's got a cherry on top. So it's kind of like a doodle, and I probably only did one of these because this was some tedious stuff here, people. It's a giant ice cream cone, Janet. There's a little bird flying. It's on watercolor paper. It's from 2008. I forgot I had this. I don't know what all I have in here. Here's just some kind of a cover for something. What was I doing here? This was from a famous, this was a sketch from a famous painting. I forgot what painting. Here's a bunch of faces. These are from 2000. Oh, that was what I was going to show you. My face journal. Hang on. Oh, and I still have this giant portfolio here too. Where's my face journal? Hang on, it's over here on the shelf somewhere. Here, is that it? Yeah, no, that's not it. Where's my face journal? Where is it? Oh my gosh. Is it up on the shelf? Where's my face? Why can't I find anything today? My face journal, my Inktober. Where are you, face journal? Where are you? You got to be here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Where is it? Ah, I see it. You can't elude me. Do not try to elude me, face journal. So, this journal, I'll go to it after I finish going through this. Well, maybe not. Okay, so these are little faces that I show y'all how to do. Real quick faces. This book was a bunch of cheap watercolor paper folded in half. It's like the Michaels brand, Artist Loft, cheap watercolor paper. Want me to come clean your room? Yeah, Jen, just because you just got done doing yours. I'm already at 2. I got about 30 minutes, guys, and then I'll have to start another segment. Anyway, if I stay, if y'all want me to. I still haven't shown y'all these pens. So anyway, all it is cheap watercolor paper, folded in half, and I kind of rainbow washed it with acrylic paint. And this did take me a full-on day to make this book because, but that's all it is. It's just cheap watercolor paper with washes of acrylic. And the idea for these faces like this, okay, is you do them, and I'll see if I have, I'll try to just do one with the Sharpie. If I come to a blank page, I'll just show you what they are. They are like 10-second faces. And then you can go back and add things to them, but they're just quick 10-second faces. That's all these are. They're just quick faces, and then you go in and you can do something with more of them later. So I'll just kind of flip through these. This book we did in 2011. I think we've added a couple extras here and there for demos, but I made this book in 2011. So they're quick, very quick faces with a little Mary Englebright just thrown in there randomly. But like this. I should do it with a pencil because it's just better. Let me see if I can find a pencil, Janet. Janet, do you think I can find a pencil? Let's just use the woodless graphite. Think we can find some pencils or pens, Janet? Me and Janet tease each other because we're pen. Well, yeah, we like our pens and pencils. My room is really organized, Connie. It is organized. Okay, so they're real quick sketches. Okay, so you just do do an oval, divide, 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 cheeks, chin, eyes, little quick nose and a little mouth. Okay, and that's all you do, like that. And then you can take it and develop it into more. But they're real fast. And that's what this whole book is. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's random, guys. But and you can do all different kinds of shapes. Like, look at this weird shape, face. But that's essentially all it is just quick. You can do all different kinds of shapes. And I don't pick up my pencil. Don't pick up your pencil, just do it like this. See? Now you can go back in here, and I can imagine him with like maybe green hair. You see, and then you go in there and play. But your initial sketch is just that quick. And everyone will turn out different. See this guy here? Look, I don't know if you can see, he's got a mustache. So that's all this book is quick, literally 5-second drawings. But then you can go back and add things to it and turn it into more. But you have to get that initial, like, just go for it, you know? Just completed a Chinese dragon double page spread in. Oh, Dazzle, put it on in ink tints. Oh my gosh, it took 3 days. I can believe it. Napkins. That's why you're hearing sticking. I call this my Jean school teacher with the blue hair and not to be. I'm not being. I'm not making fun of Jean. I'm just saying it's just the school teacher with the white hair. I really like her. But they're just like quick, funny faces. And just don't pick up your pencil. Just. I think we ran out of paper to do samples on, so we had to go with paper. I think the book got full. Yeah, here we go. Let's do a weird shape one here. Let's do a mustache. Do a comb over. Oh, it looks like Hobbs. No. He doesn't have a comb over. And see, if you have a dark color paper, you can take a white pencil and do the same thing. There's our sunburn girls with the zinc oxide lips, cucumbers on her eyes, because she got sunburned. There's still a few pages in here I could add something to, but so yeah, this is a great way just to practice quick and see, because then the thing about doing them this loose and free is then you can take your time and go in there and play with them and develop them more. Just use this as your sketch idea. There's one with teeth. So just do hundreds of them. And you don't have to make a book for them. Just do it on copy paper. There's Dracula. Just do it on copy paper, you know? See, every one, there's no two look alike, obviously, right? Yeah, these are from all 2011, except for maybe a little quick sketch sample. I really like this one. I like that one. I think I'm about done. So anyway, this was just an old sketchbook. I think this came from Barnes and Noble, and it had that rice paper type paper in it, which you can't do anything with. And so I took it out and I put my own signatures in of folded over Artist Loft watercolor paper and just turned it into a face journal. So this is what made me think of it, because this is the same kind of thing. They're just more, they're quick sketches, but they're just a little bit more developed. So I don't even know what all this is. Oh, there's a picture of Logan. Here's some Star Wars stuff. Let's see what else is in here. Bird sketches, butterfly bits. This was when Cameron had to do a history of Jewish something for school. There's a menorah. What else is in here? Bunches of just little things like the kids, like this is one of the kids drew this for me. I don't even know which one, but it was when they were drawing with me, so I kept them. There's a bunch of those in here. What else is in here? Little Mona drawing. Some of my, there's my hand-carved stamp. What else is in here? Again, oh, this is from some of the frescoes. Let's see. I think I'm hearing the washing machine off kilter. Faces, some calligraphy, some statues, my hand-carved stamp. I don't know what else in this baby. This one's just got like random. That's probably what this is random stuff. Some of it's unfinished. There's an iris. Some color charts, more color charts. Here's the magazine that that I was in with the Odyssey, the Heart magazine. Here's some, oh, I did these while waiting to get my driver's license renewed, or Hubster had to get his driver's license renewed, I don't remember. Some pen and ink stuff, some more. Again, these are just like sketches out of a sketchbook. Character studies. Hang on, guys, I gotta flip this. Things the kids have drawn me. Some little character studies. I haven't found my Inktober drawings yet. Ink. Ideas, lists. These are from old. Some more of the little quick faces. Some cat eyes. I have no idea, guys, seriously. Here's another slow Lori and a close-up of a lizard eye. It looks like teeth right there, but that's actually going into the armory looking bits of its eye. I think I was going to work on a dragon or something. Here's some seahorse, turn them into something. Here's my sketch for the other one, I think. Yeah, these are more sketches for that. So that's, yeah, this is kind of like random here. Let me tie this shut. Then I think this big one here, this huge one, this is some really old stuff. Hang on, what's over here? Hang on. Hang on, guys, I'm looking. And I've got like 20 sketchbooks over here. And I don't even know what's in those sketchbooks. And then I got this big portfolio here. Jean's mice ate my Inktober. Yeah, now I don't know. They are here somewhere. I just don't know what book I put them in. Because they're not that big, you know? They're like 8.5 by 11, all of them. And I think the year before was only like 8 by 8. So they're here somewhere. I just don't know where. Maybe it's up in one of those sketchbooks on that shelf. All right, so I don't know what's in this, but these are big. So I'm going to take a peek before I show you because I don't even know what's in here. All kinds of just, who knows. Here's a start of a parrot drawing. These are quite old. Look, here's where I drew some of my supplies. Have no idea. The odd funny face. The random eye. Don't we all have random eyes? Oh, here's where I was doing the different eyes. Look. We did this one on a show, I think. Lizard scales and a lizard eye. Then here's a snake scales and a snake eye. And then this was the plated scale of a crocodile, and there's a frog eye. So these are different eyes. I don't know what this is. Why is it 856? Inspiration idea. 856? I have no idea. Don't know. And why did I keep this? That's a question. Look at this stuff. Why would I keep this? Oh, here's some more of my poster starts and things. Here's some poster bits. Here's a drawing of a lemur. Here's another sloth. Here's a raccoon, a dog, an emu, a sheep. I think these are more ideas for posters. These were poster ideas. You know, like my big posters. Here's one I did that for Eileen. This is when I went to the beach and drew everybody that was in front of me. Not at one time. Everybody that walked in front of me, I did a gesture drawing. Oh, this one, this is a pen and ink drawing that I did of, oh, what's his name? The guy that did the creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh. Anyway, this is a pen and ink drawing I did of him. His name is escaping me. A cat with a spider. There's a panda. This is 2014. These must have been Halloween ideas for 2014. Here's a vampire dog with a spider web. And this is another little dog here. Random ink slots. Maybe I've seen enough of those. I have no idea what this was going on. Oh, I think we were drawing Muppets. Here's a sketch of Jeff from Survivor. Just some old man sketch. Another puppy. A parrot. See, all these guys, all these animals, these were the sketches to do posters out of. Eventually, to do my big giant posters like the camel, you know, and the pig's fly and the pea sloth. These are sketches for that. Oh dear. Oh, this was something for, this was a thing, this was a challenge. This was from There Wasn't a Woman a Shoe There wasn't a woman who lived for her shoes. She escaped from her kids to go shopping, you know, for she had some new shoes she wanted to show. Anyway, it was a Mother Goose rhyme thing. This was for a poster for Boo, for Cheer, more shoes, sketches, more Muppets. Oh, this is when we did some, showing how to do some drawing. This is showing you how to practice your shapes. This was from a class we did on how to practice your shapes. I don't know why there's a zipper and a feather. A bunch more. I got a whole bunch of these Smack and Dragons. What else is in here? Smack and Dragons. More Smack and Dragons. These are old, guys. I don't even know. A bunch more Smack and Dragon. But then here's this big fish. I don't know. A giant doodle fish on a Smack and Dragon page. What else is in here? See, look, I don't even know. Some more drawing. Art supplies. Sketching creatures in the ink, like the splatted ink. Some kind of, I don't know what going on there. Characters in ink. Here's one of my aliens. Yes, Harryhausen. Yeah. An alien. Another warrior girl or something. Here's a sketch of someone on a bicycle. Oh, I was wondering where this one went. Here's my drawing of the robot from Danger, Will Robinson, Danger. Let me put that in the front. I was wondering where that, see, this is like, I was wondering where this was, just like I was wondering where my Inktober's are. Let's see, here's some more ideas for llama. See, these are ideas for the posters, the animal posters. Here's another alien guy. Here's a cowgirl. Whirling dervishes. This is a girl that it turned out, ended up looking like somebody's daughter here. Just different. These are all like quick sketches. Here's a collage, a little tall collage. Oh, here's some more ideas for posters. They're not done. They're just like all different ideas for posters. There's another rabbit. This one was based on I Carry Love's idea. Here's my, I did this for the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th. Here's another collage girls. Pine cone in the snow. These are from like 2012. These are like back when we, you know, way back when we were doing streams earlier. Sorry guys, I'm not really looking at chat. Now I'm all into this. What's in this? Turkey. Oh, we did this for turkey. We did this on a stream for Thanksgiving. Did a turkey that's 2011. And it's a chalk. Somebody wanted me to do chalk, so it's got a cover on it, because y'all know I do not like chalk. Look, I do not like chalk. This has a cover on it. It's a frog. This one I did it on 2011. Another Chug the Pug in ink. So yeah. A bunch more animal sketches for posters. These are all for posters, sketches. I kept this. Samantha put this on her door when she was little. She put this on her bedroom door. No Camerons allowed. Her brother. What else is in here? A bunch of half-done stuff. There's some more of those sketches like this. Don't know where we're going with all this. We're going somewhere with it. Okay. All right, now I got to put all this stuff back. I still haven't found Inktober, although I didn't think it was going to be in this one. I know, wasn't that cute? No Camerons allowed. Oh, here's another. This was from a Nat Geo. I did him. And I don't know who this old lady was. I don't know who that was. Let me stick all this back in here. This is older stuff, guys. Well, 2011, I think. This whole book is pretty much, I think, from 2011. These are just my portfolios. My sketchbooks are like sketches, and I'm thinking that's probably where my Inktober is. Or my last two Inktobers. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's do a little test with those pens before we go, because it's almost, time's going to run out here, guys. Oh, I don't know where my Inktobers are, but at least I have them online. And we'll do some more kind of fun stuff like this for Halloween. Here's our Franken giraffe, who to me looks like Mo from the Three Stooges. Here is our Count Pugula with the glittery blood. Count Pugula. Okay, so let's go back to the sketchbook we started this with a couple hours ago. It's my big sketchbook. Again, I'm adding my own stuff to it. I'm doing tip-ins. It'll be thicker than 600 pages by the time it's done. I am not doing it in a month. Just saying. This is not going to be done in a month. But I wanted to do some testing of let me find a good page to do some lettering. It's my pens for those pens. test the pens so Janet knows what they are. She knows what they're like. I gotta prop this side up because it's... here we go. Here's a page. So the pens we're talking about. See, now I got pencil on my hands. Okay, so these are, they're from the Create Lettering MC, maybe it's Creative Memory? No, couldn't be. CM Manuscript Pen Company, www, it's from the UK, calligraphy.co.uk. I got them at Michael's. They are normally $29.95. I used a 50% off coupon, so I got 20 colors for $15. I would not have bought them full price. That's just me. Sip of coffee. I've left them in here just to show you, but I won't be keeping them in here. But we're going to go through every color. So what they are, it's a 3mm calligraphy and a 0.83mm liner pen. But the colors got me, right? I should make the other two in different animals. I might, I don't know. All right, so let's start with black. We'll go black, dark gray, light gray, dark brown, light brown, olive green, lime green, green, teal, blue, aqua, purple, lilac. I'm just telling you what I'm calling them. Red, violet, pink, red, or magenta, red, orange, peach, and yellow. That's the colors as I see them. So I'm going to start with black. Okay, and I'll just write y'all's names. And I'm just going to use my really big sketchbook. I should probably maybe I'll do some pencil lines. I don't ever line anything, but I'm going to today. Let me find a pencil, just a regular. Never can find just a regular pencil, right? Where's my regular pencils with an eraser? Let me move this. Let me move this. Now you should really see this room now. It's a hot mess because of all the portfolio pulling out. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Okay, so let me get a ruler. The ruler's too big. It doesn't fit here. My computer's in the way. Seriously, it really is in the way. All right. Should have got my clear ruler because I want to divide this in half again. I just want some lines to kind of, if I'm going to write a bunch of stuff. Let's move the coffee. Because this big Mama Jamba, and this is why I like to do tip-ins in this book, because it is so big. It's not comfortable to sit in my lap. Let me get my clear ruler. It's not comfortable to sit in my lap. It's so heavy. It's 8 pounds, I think. I think the whole thing is like 8 pounds. Bye, CB. All right, so let's do, I'll do a couple different sizes here. So I'll just write some names with the different colors. Now, we have our different books with different lettering. Now, I'm not talking about necessarily calligraphy, although I'm going to kind of do calligraphy kind of style. But I'm thinking about us doing more like, let me find my book. Where is it? Where did I put it? Here. You know, this whimsical lettering kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. You know, I want us to do more like this kind of stuff. We all love it, and we never do it. But today I just want to play with the colors. So let's go ahead and zoom in like this. All right. So the thin side, I'll just write my name here, how I sign it. It's thin, you know. It's probably about the size as a Sharpie pen, not a Sharpie marker, a Sharpie pen. And I don't know where that shadow came from. I could probably let the light back in. Yeah. Take the board down off the window. And then the other side is a calligraphy marker, like. Sorry, guys. Sip of coffee. Now, I said earlier, don't use these or your Schaefer pens with the little ink cartridges. They're great for practicing. Do not use these for professional calligraphy. I can almost guarantee you this is not light, fast ink in here. But it's fun to use for, you know, lettering and playing and practice. And I don't know where that shadow's coming from. Why is there that shadow? I don't know why. Let's move this lamp. Don't know if that'll help. There we go. That's a little better. So I'm just going to write, like I'll start with, you know, just doing my name. But oh, got too close. So there's the black one. You did some calligraphy as a teen. I used to do it in the 80s. I'd do it every now and then for a special project or something, but I don't look at this as like, oh, it's not really that good, because it's not. I'm way out of practice. But I just want to write with the colors, okay? So there's the black. Now let's go to the dark gray. Janet needs to be dark gray. And I'll try to not do them all so, like, I'll try to do them more stylized. Like I messed up that, but no, actually I need to move down because it's going to conflict with the other one. I'm just going to play. There's the dark gray. Here's the light gray. I'll do it again. I'll do Janet again with light gray. Here. Just so I want y'all to see the colors, right? So there's the light gray. And my Cindy Lou, they were over in the art section. They were in the art section next to the ink and calligraphy supplies. They have a 12 pack, and this was a 20 pack, or maybe it was 10. It's either 10 or 12 pack, and then this pack has 20. And it's $29.95. I used a 50% off coupon. This is what they look like again. And they're over there with the Schaefer pens. And oh, Janet, the Schaefer, the old Schaefer pens. You know what I'm talking about, the old metal Schaefer pens. They have a new set out now where the pen body is, there's an orange one, a yellow one, and a red one, I think, in that set. And I was just I was so nostalgic. I almost just wanted to buy that old Schaefer set. I mean, it's a new Schaefer set, new barrel colors. And it was just like, oh, I need those. But I didn't buy them. I just bought this. Okay, so now we're going to go with brown. Okay, oh, that's the thin side. Let's just write Eileen here. So let's just see here. Let's do I want to do fancy? Do I want to do smaller? So there's a brown. Let's do the light brown with Eileen. Let's do a uppercase. Whoops. So you can do the fancy calligraphy stuff too. Do it tighter. You still have, I have my Schaefers too. I have a blue one, a black one, and a red one, I think, Janet. But the new ones are so pretty. Well, I do Vera. Okay, I'll do Vera. Okay, here's olive green. And I can do this uppercase R. Can do all kinds of stuff. I just really want to get the colors. Yeah, I know, right? And here's lime green. Morgan picked up a Schaefer set at a thrift store recently, unopened. Just remember, guys, those Schaefers. Where are mine? They are not light fast. I came across some of my old Schaefer calligraphy stuff. It's all faded. Hang on, let me look real quick. So I'll show y'all in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Hang on, I gotta move portfolios to get to my shelf here. I can't get to it. Too many books. I didn't even show y'all any of my paintings. I'll show y'all those before, I think. All right, Schaefers. Here. I don't know where my. Let's see. I think I have some in. Do I have some in this box? I think I put some of them back in this box. But these pens, these are the Schaefers I'm talking about. Got some more here somewhere. These are the Schaefers. And they come with cartridges that you put inside. And they have different nibs too. They have small, medium, and large. And then they have these little cartridges. But that ink will fade. If you're going to do professional calligraphy, you need to have nib pens and ink. Not this. This is great to practice with, though. Let's see. Do I have them in here? No. Where are all my cartridges? But that's what they are. And they have all new colors now. I don't need them because I don't really use them. I use regular nibs now. I see my cartridges, so here. So here's some of my cartridges and nibs. So see, you can get them all different colors. Here's some more, these are some more Schaefer nibs. There's all different nib sizes that Schaefer, see here's one with the empty. These are great to practice with because they're metal. And so if you want to learn calligraphy, I would recommend practicing with the Schaefers because they're awesome and they're easy. But they're not light fast unless they've changed the formulation. But, you know. All right, let's go back to writing some more names and practicing. And here you can take the, well, let me go ahead and do the, where'd it go? Come back here. We're going to run out of time. We're going to run out of time. If we stop, if the camera stops, guys, then I'll show you these colors again next stream. Okay, there's Francis. Let me just go ahead and do Francis in lime green. We'll do a lowercase. And then what you can do is take your thin side and do detail, which you probably will not be able to see, but you can do fun little doodles and details with the thin side. Yeah, I've been here about 3 hours, Erin. I'm recording, but we're at 2 hours and 49 minutes. That means it's probably gonna stop in within a minute. So let's do towel. Is it A-L? I still don't know how to pronounce it. Is it L? Really should have done a lowercase, an uppercase small L like that. But you can do all kinds of, like, with the other side. Okay, let's see. I want to get all the colors in. Okay. Here's a teal color. Dazzled. You're dazzled. No, that needs to go over the top of the other one. See, I'm out of practice, guys. I just want to get the colors down. All right, let's go with the light blue. Let me rewrite dazzle. I'll write it smaller. So you can write smaller too. Tighter, I should say. Now I do know that I'm noticing with writing, it's like a marker. If you pause, it's going to say you can't pause, or it's going to go through. This is just sketchbook paper, guys, you know. Yeah, that's a pretty blue. Now here's the dark blue. All right, here's the dark blue. And you can do cap letters too. That's like, you'll see a lot of that, you know, kind of stylized. Really confused you if your package is... I have a package from Vera? I don't know. Okay, purple. I'm just looking at names here. There's Morgan. Let's put Morgan in here with purple. I hope you can sort of see the colors. Still capital G. Let's see, I'm going over. That's the purple. There's the lilac. Who else is here? We got all kinds of people here. I'm trying to write everybody. I mean, I'm just picking names. Art Mingle. Let's do Art Mingle. Let's see if we can fit Art Mingle up here. Here. There's some space here. I'm trying to get it all on one page, but you know. I'm trying to do a little tighter lettering. That's the lilac color. All right, this is magenta. I'm just going to look at the list here because I missed some people. There's Karen B. I'm just seeing who's here. Okay, so here's Karen. Oh, this is a pretty color. Ooh, I love this. How do you spell it again? E-N-K. Okay. Karen. And she has K. It's not going to barely fit in there. She has a capital K going off the page. I love this color. It's like a magenta. And they don't have the names on them. And then, let's see, here's like a pink. Lori. We'll squeeze Lori in right here. This is a pretty hot pink. Let's see if we can get a little. Okay, hang on. All right, so guys, I just got the message that we're going to have to stop recording, so I'm going to save it. And hang on, I'll finish writing y'all's letters if you're here. Otherwise, I'll show y'all next stream. So let me save this, and thanks for being here.